Welcome back to the DMV Zone. Today, federal judges in 2 states are considering challenges to the Trump administration's treatment of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. In Maryland, federal authorities are testifying today about their steps to deport Garcia outside of the U.S. Meantime, another hearing is in Tennessee in relation to human smuggling charges that he is facing. Earlier this week, a judge ruled that Garcia can proceed with his claims that the human trafficking charges are retaliatory. Joining us now, international law professor Milena Stereo to break this one down for us. Milena, good to see you as always.
Great to be here.
Okay, so the latest we're hearing, initially he was going to be deported to a third country. That third country has changed several times. The last I saw, it was potentially Ghana now that he could be sent to. I think one thing is very clear. He will never be released in the United States.
It seems that that is the case. Some of our viewers might remember that in the case of Abrego Garcia, there's actually a deportation order against him. There's also a withholding of removal order, which says that he cannot be deported back to El Salvador, his home country. However, he can be deported to another third country. And so far we have heard various third countries mentioned. Originally it was Uganda, then it was Eswatini, which is a small nation completely surrounded by South Africa. And as you mentioned, the latest country that we heard was Ghana. However, at the hearing earlier today in the district court in Maryland, a government official testified to say that Ghana was not for sure. It's not sure yet that it's Ghana. And actually, there's statements by a defense or minister from Ghana on social media saying how Ghana has not agreed to receive Abrego Garcia or any other, quote unquote, criminal from the United States. And so as of now, we simply don't know what third country we might be talking about.
I know so much of this is unprecedented with these mass deportations. A lot of them are being sent to holding facilities in different countries in Central America. Now, if he were to be sent to Ghana or Uganda, is he just dumped there in the country and then he fends for himself, or is he put in some sort of prison? Are the human smuggling charges against him erased in the U.S.? How does that all work?
So let me set aside the human smuggling charges for just a second. But if he's sent to a third country, that third country has to send assurances to the United States that he will not be tortured or that his human rights will not be violated in that third country. However, once he arrives there, it is up to that third country to decide if they want to just kind of let him be and let him live there, or if they want to arrest him and prosecute him for something. So that is really up to that third country. The only assurance is that they will not directly torture him or violate his human rights. The human smuggling case in Tennessee that you mentioned is sort of temporarily on hold. Where we are there is that in early November, there will be a hearing where the government will have to demonstrate to the judge there that the prosecution of Abrego Garcia on these human smuggling charges is not fabricated or vindictive, that essentially the government has enough evidence to proceed in the case. So we'll have to see, we'll have to wait until early November to see what happens in Tennessee.
Unless he is sent back before then, or does he have to stay here until that point?
He does not have to stay here until this point. The government is now alleging that if there's a third country that's found that wants to accept him and that provides assurances that his human rights will not be violated there, the government is alleging that they can deport him within 72 hours. So he could be deported somewhere else before that criminal case in Tennessee is resolved.
All right, the twists and turns in the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case continue, and we're so glad to always have you guiding us through it. Milena Stereo, thank you so much. Good to see you.
Pleasure.